Hi YouTube, in this series of videos we're taking Ikea's modular PAX wardrobe system and trying to use it to make a fitted wardrobe in our bedroom. Right, last time we built 175 wide carcass, we've attached it to the wall, we removed the back. Since then I built a second carcass here, as you can see, and my wife's so enthusiastic about the new wardrobe she started using it already. Just one thing to say, we have used these different brackets here, these metal brackets, which will actually give us a lot more control in terms of the distance from the wall. What we're going to do today is we're actually going to build two more 100cm wide carcasses, and we're going to cut them down because the distance between this carcass and the wall, both sides, is actually only 90cm. So that's the challenge. Let's see how we get on. Right, so what I'm going to do, rather than build the carcass like I did these, I'm actually going to kind of build it as I fit it. So we've cut the chunk out the side here. And what I'm now going to do is use these to actually connect these two panels together and then screw them together. Okay, so once the side panel was fitted, we carefully measured the distance between the wall and the side panel at the top and at the bottom, front and back. Carefully cut those to size so they were tight fitting. We then partially built the cabinet and put it into position. Okay, so we're about to put the second 100cm carcass into position. Learned a couple of things from the first one. The first is that this supporting piece of wood we're actually screwing to the skirting board down here. And the second is that we're going to put these brackets in here and here before we actually bring the carcass upright. And in fact the carcass itself is very, very fragile at that moment. It's quite a critical process. So because the carcass is missing one side and a back, it's very, very delicate. So it was a three-man job to just make sure we didn't damage it. Once it's in position and you slide in and your top shelf is on the brackets on the wall, then it's secure. The next job was to cut the rails down to size. The key really is to get your measurements right. So what I've been doing is you put this on. Put it against the wall, roughly at the height that you're going to have it, and then mark the actual rod where the edge of the cabinet is, and then take about 5mm off. So as well as cutting the rod down, I also removed the locating lug within the plastic fitting just so it was easier to fit. I've actually got it in. It's actually tight enough, there's an interference fit, which is really helpful. I'm basically just measuring the distance from the wall, and I'm going to make sure that's the same on both sides. And then I'm going to use a spirit level to just check that it is actually level. After marking up the position of the brackets, I then drilled the holes and fitted cavity fixings and attached the rail. Right, so it's all finished. I have now put both 100cm carcasses on. We've cut them down. We've put two rails on each side. The learnings from this particular project are the interference fit was a little bit too tight over there, so caused a bit of damage to the wall, so we've got to do a little bit of making good there, also on the skirting. But the big one was that the chipboard supporting piece of wood needs to be screwed to the skirting rather than you trying to put it into the actual base. Obviously, without the end panel, the base isn't particularly secure, and in fact what we found was that it just came loose and caused us all sorts of problems, which is why we've actually got a little bit of a repair to do as well. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like it. If you want to subscribe, please do so, and click the bell icon to be notified about the next episode, which will be when we put the doors on. Could be the trickiest part. See you then.